Turning to Nepal, authorities there have extended a lockdown in and around the capital Kathmandu until the end of May. The number of COVID-19 cases is skyrocketing in Nepal, prompting concerns that it is headed for a crisis like that in next-door India.
In the last 3 weeks, Nepal's daily trajectory has shot up, with 2 out of every 5 people tested now returning positive for the virus.
In one of Nepal's most remote and poorest regions, people suffer from constant food shortages. Mismanagement and political manipulation in food supply and distribution compound problems of hunger and malnutrition endured by residents of this area, which is covered by snow most days of the year. Many say a food crisis is looming. Nepal Food Corporation's office is few minutes walk from the airport. This is the scene that gets repeated every day. People waiting outside the closed door for food, some sleeping on the ground. The Food Corporation is distributing a Californian brand of rice at a subsidized rate of 50 cents per kilogram. This rate is thanks to rice donations from the Japanese government, which has been supporting Nepal since the 1970s. In one of these homes, Rani Pariyar is cooking bread for her children.
कहिले पैसा हुँदैन कहिले पैसा भए बेला पनि हामीलाई खाद्य पाइदैन सर कहिले काहीँ मात्र पाउँछौँ खान्छौँ महिनामा 2-3 चोटि त्यस्तै अवस्था पर्छ त 2-3 चोटि त्यस्तै अवस्था त्यस्तै समस्या पर्छ सर
Humla dwellers complain of having to travel miles to get a sack of rice, and many times they have bitter experience of having to return empty-handed. They vent their anger on food department and the political parties for this reckless behavior.
To all of our wonderful supporters of Thirst No More Corporation, this is an update on the food project that we are doing in Nepal. As of right now, Thirst No More Corporation has joined forces with the Himalayan Tribal Community Development Nepal Organization, or easier said HTCDN, and together we are providing food and other provisions for families in the region of Nepal because of severe weather conditions that include monsoons and torrential rain. As of now, we've distributed food supplies to 12 needy families. Altogether, we've distributed 55-pound bags of rice, 2 kilos of lentils, salt, cooking oil, spices, herbs, soaps, and 5 surgical masks to each family. To give you an idea of how the food was distributed, the community residents had to hike down the mountain for 3 hours. Therefore, the folks at HTCDN rented a truck for them to go back with the food and other provisions. The community sends big thanks for all of your support so far. Thirst No More Corporation will continue their efforts to make sure that for the rest of 2021 that these families are fed and given the provisions they need for survival.